Have you ever wished that Joker, the beloved pilot to the Normandy SR-1 and SR-2, had been a romance option at some point in the original Mass Effect trilogy? Now sure, if you play as FemShep, you can actually flirt with Joker in Mass Effect 3. Here, check it out.
What do you think about me and Edie?
You know, with all this interest in Edie, it's possible you've overlooked other options.
I never really considered it, Commander, no offense.
And now that you're considering it?
I've served with you from the day you took command. I'd follow you into hell.
But not into my quarters.
Well, chain of command, Shepard. In an alternate dimension without military ranks, I would rock your world.
But in this one, Edie?
Well, yeah. What do you think?
As you can see, Joker unfortunately shoots down Shepard's attempt at flirting, even if he seems to entertain the thought. Well, that thought of his may finally become a reality. How's it going, guys? Mr. Holton here, and today I want to talk about a possible future mod that will add Joker to the roster of romances in Mass Effect 3. Hell yeah, you heard that right. What I'm talking about here is the Hatboy Project. Now this mod is in very early stages, but according to the mod creator, Space Dolphin, when the mod is finished, if it ever will be, conversations between Edie and Joker will have been restructured as to make them just friends with each other if you decide to pursue Joker. The mod will also have added new branching dialogue choices with new voice lines, as well as a juicy romance scene when the romance is fulfilled. Speaking of voice lines, here is a showcase sample of what the mod will look like when it's finally finished. Check it out.
All it took was a Cerberus attack on the Citadel to get folks around here to pay attention to the war.
How's this any different from normal?
Can't you see the desperation? This isn't happy dancing. This is forget my problems dancing. Look at the arms. If a guy waves his arms like that, he's worrying about a lot more than looking stupid on the dance floor.
That's surprisingly observant.
I've had time to watch a lot of dancing from the sidelines. Speaking of which...
Dancing?
Watching from the sidelines. What do you think about you and me?
You're interested in me? It's hard to tell.
I've served with you from the day you took command. I'd follow you into hell.
I bet you say that to all your commanding officers.
I'm not bullshitting you. I really mean it. You and me. You and I have this thing I can't explain. It's special or important.
You're the only one who's been here since the beginning, Jeff. The only one who's seen it all with me.
This kind of stuff isn't easy for me to say. I'm pretty aware of who you are. To me, to everyone. There's a reason I never approached you 2 years ago. That reason was tall, dark, handsome, and really hard to compete with. You know, I didn't want to screw things up for you. I wanted to be there for you. I still do.
I'd like that to continue.
Well, yeah. What do you think?
You always this cautious with a sure thing?
Yeah. So, I don't really have much experience with this. Probably obvious by now. Crazy, I know.
I already figured that out. It's not a big deal. I'll look forward to our next talk.
Okay, so the voice lines do indeed sound a bit artificial, but it's still really impressive that Space Dolphin managed to pull this off. Now, as I mentioned, the project is still in its very early stages, and it is very possible that it won't even see the light of day, because I can only imagine how much work goes into something like this. Also, the mod seems to be currently based on the original Mass Effect 3 and not the Legendary Edition. But I do not think that importing it to Legendary Edition would be much of an issue, considering that the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect 3 is basically just a graphical upgrade. But hey, now all we need is for someone to start an Edie romance mod, and we're all good. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. And as always, have a great day, guys. Mr. Holton, signing out.